Welcome to this video. In this video, we're gonna learn how to create a shared dataset in the web portal, how to use a shared dataset in the report, and how to edit a shared dataset. So let's get started. We would begin our video by opening our report server web portal. In order to do that, you open your report server configuration manager, browse through web portal URL and click on the link over here. It will take you to your reporting services page. For the purpose of this video, I have created a folder as SSRS underscore tutorial, and I'm going to place all our tutorial videos in this folder. You would probably be navigated to the home page and you can work on the same environment as well. In order to create a new dataset, you would click on new, and then you will click on data set. You'll be required to open your report builder. So click on open in order to open your report builder. You will now be required to select your shared data source. In this case, we're gonna click on demo, the one that we created in our previous video, and then we'll click on create. Once you get this page, you would be required to either go ahead and write your script as edit as text, or if you do not want to write it, you can go ahead and go to the table of it and select your relevant table. Now, it is very important for you to understand that you will need to select a shared data source in order to begin this step. This is because data set needs to connect to a data source in order to derive the relevant tables. And so you would need a data source. Now, in this instance, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go I will not select the tables from here. I'll just go ahead and click on edit as text, and I will just write the script from here. So I've written my script over here, and if I want to test it, I will click on this exclamation mark. It will run the script for me. If I want to go back and use a table instead, I will click on this. What it will do is it will remove or discard my manual changes that I have written in the script, and it will give me a blank table that I can go ahead and tick on those fields. In this case, I have written it as a text, so I don't want to go back. In this instance, what I can do is I can go ahead and save this. Now, if you want to do a further enhancement over here, for example, if you click on set options and you want to add some filters, you can come ahead and do so over here. Or what you can do is you can do it specifically on the report, on this selected report that you're working on. This is a shared data set. So if you're going to make any changes over here, it will work within this shared data set. So you would be seeing this filter in whatever report that you would be using this data set from. So I'm going to go and click on save. It will ask me where do I want to save my data set. I'm going to click on SSRS tutorial. I'm going to save it on the main folder over here. You click on save, and then I can click on close. Once I've done that, what I can do is I can reload my browser. You will see that there's a new subsection as data sets. So you'll see that my data set is over here. Now we would learn how to use this shared data set in a report. The report that we're going to use is our existing report that we have created. And in this instance, what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the data set that we had created. So you could also use a blank report as well. In this case, I'm just going to delete that. And then I'm going to right click on it and I'm going to select add a data set. Now I have the option over here to use a shared or an embedded. In the previous series, we learned how to do it on the embedded report. In this case, we're going to use a shared data set. I'm going to click on browse. I'm going to go to the folder where I have placed my data set. I'm going to click on open and click on OK. Now what it will do is it will load the data set from the shared source. If I right click and insert a table, I can go ahead and use this on my report. And there you have it. So it runs perfectly fine. We will now learn how to edit a shared data set. In order to do that, we will first save this report and minimize this report. We will go to the place where we had created our dataset initially, which is on the report server in the web portal. We click on these three dots and then we'll click on edit report builder. Once this pops up, you would be able to go ahead and amend it. Now you have to note that you cannot delete any field that you have already used it in a report. If you do so, your report will not run and you will get an error. However, you can go ahead and add any additional fields you like. In this instance, I'm going to use my script in order to add a new field. You could use the other interface as well. And once I'm done, I'll click on save. If I want to verify my execution, I can click on the exclamation mark and see if the data has run. If it runs, it means that it is correct. It does not have any syntax error. I can go ahead and save and move on with it. So once I have done with it, I'm going to open the report that I had initially created again, and I'm going to go to that shared data set, right click on it, click on dataset properties, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on refresh fields and click on OK. And if you can see, the termination date is now visible on this shared dataset of this particular report. So I hope you had enjoyed this video. If so, please do give a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. There are other videos in this series as well which you might be interested to watch. Thank you.